Busch leaves his parked car on pit road at the garage entrance and walks off after getting collected in Brad Keselowski's wreck. Freddie.
I will be the first one on here. We are critical of Kyle Busch, obviously, and Kyle Busch has the ability to be a complete ass at times. And sometimes his attitude is very calculated. If you remember last year, he got fined $50,000 for driving through the cones and almost hitting a person as he pulled into the garage. So in his mind, this is what his response was to NASCAR. Where as mad as he was at this point, he's still thinking back to last year where, you know what? They fined me for hitting those cones. They fined me for driving through the garage. You know what? I'm going to park this thing right here and I'm going to get out and you can come get it. And now if NASCAR does not hammer him for this, because we sat there next to each other and talked about it, we waited 3 or 4 laps to open pit road because Kyle Busch's car was sitting in the middle of pit road. It was ridiculous how much time he disrupted the race. Now, I know he was
Didn't bother me.
sending
Didn't
his message.
affect me
You were
any.
on your way home. But, listen, I get it. Kyle Busch, but like Mike Davis compared us to Kyle Busch in the NASCAR media world. You need the Kyle Busches of the world because what the hell else are we going to talk about? And the fact that he went back to last year and remembered they fined me $50,000 for driving through those cones. You know what? I'm not doing it this time. I'll park this sumbitch right here and I'll get out and you can come get it.
So, Tommy, you're a team owner. What would you think about if you had Kyle as a driver in this moment?
Oh, this would not go well.
Well, I've said it before on my social media, and I'll say it again. Kyle Busch is a little plain and simple. And
okay, this is over.
He is. I mean, if it wasn't for his talent, there would be no sponsor or no owner that would let him drive a race car. I think he is just so far off base on what he does, on how he does it, and all he did yesterday is disrupt the race, in my opinion. And he could have turned into that garage without a problem.
Spot on, spot off didn't pay well, but calling somebody a little bitch gets you $100.
Brett, you're a little Can I please have $100?
No, you can't call me a little bitch. It doesn't work that way. I am.
What got into you?
I need money.
Here's what I told Freddie when this whole thing went down. They should take a NASCAR official and put him in that car, and if that car will crank and that car is able to drive through that gate into the garage, he should be fined 100 points because he ruined the entire part of the race as far as what we were doing for pitting. He ruined the commercial strategy. He changed everything because he was being exactly what Tommy just called him. I am spot off for his temper tantrum. This guy's he's the only current two-time champion in the series. No other driver out there has more championships than he does. Act like a freaking man. Act like a champion. He gets crap from people, and then he gets mad at people for getting crap from them. He asked for all this.
Yeah, I mean, again, you got to applaud his brother on how he was and how he is today. And whoever fixed Kurt needs to go fix Kyle, because Kyle can still do what he does on the track and be a villain on the track and get in front of a TV camera or understand what he needs to do at the time to help our sport. He's not helping our sport by doing what he's doing. He's helping by people talking about it, but it's negative. It's all, in my opinion, it's negative.
I agree.
And, okay, is that what NASCAR wants? It's negativity? No, I rather see somebody race hard and argue a little bit on that than disrupt what he did yesterday. But, and that's him. It's always been him, and I just don't like it.
Like you talked about with the Joey Logano thing, I think everybody in this room can agree Kyle Busch is a top 3 to 5 talent in our sport.
Top 2, 3.
I'll never not say he's one of the most talented race car drivers ever. But
what kind of example are you setting? His son is coming up. Brexton's coming up. What kind of example are you setting for kids that are watching you race that, this is okay? Like what's Brexton, what's Brexton watching his dad go, oh, he just gets out of the car. It's just a terrible example for people that are watching our sport. Yeah. So, okay, this is okay to park your car in the middle of pit road and throw a temper tantrum right
And you're bringing up a great point. Kevin Harvick actually said on the Dale Jr. Download, once he had his son,
Kevin Harvick
his son
changed.
started racing, he was like, I can't be that guy anymore. I need to be a better role model for my son. But it's not only for your son. It's for all these young racers that are out there who want to be you when they grow up. There's no bigger brand in America that caters to all lifestyles than M&M's. And kids love that car. Don't act like a douchebag. It's not that hard.
What do you want to call him, TJ?
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with any of you guys say. I am going to go spot on for the content. I mean, we got some very insightfulness from Tommy here, which is going to work out great. There was only cones over. Oh, Kyle's here.
That'd be great. I wish he was.
So there was only cones in front of half of that entrance because we didn't even have a right front that would turn, and we drove around Kyle and through the cones all the way to the truck. So
100% he was being facetious of
he
what
was
happened
doing
last year.
which is kind of genius. But
It's funny that he thought about that at that
exactly.
moment.
That's what I'm saying. But spot on for the content. Spot off for just doing it that way. But
It's time for you to sell your home and make that big move. Let our friends at OfferPad remove all the worry and hassle. Get started today at OfferPad.com.